So the rumors just keep piling up for the iPhone 13 or 12s. There's been some rumors floating around that all of the iPhone 13 lineup will have OLED screens, the same camera system as the iPhone 12 Pro, a LiDAR scanner on all four models, the A15 chip, and a possible portless iPhone 13 Pro Max. And that Pro Max might have some new storage sizes, but stay tuned for that because we will be talking about it later on in the video. So right away, some pretty awesome stuff is rumored to be coming to the iPhone 13, but I've got three specific things that I want to talk about in this video. The first one is a smaller notch. Now this rumor comes from John Prosser himself, who is 79% correct. So what he's saying is that the notch will be shorter, but the width will be the exact same. So we're essentially looking at a thinner, skinnier notch at the very top. So this should definitely be more subtle, and I think this is a step in the right direction, but it is good news that the notch is going to get a little bit smaller so that it's not as noticeable. Now I do think this rumor is going to happen because the notch has been the exact same for years now, and it just feels like, it's been a pretty significant amount of time, and I think Apple really wants to, listen to the feedback they're getting from the customers and try to slim it down a little bit, and that's what's rumored for the iPhone 13. Now this rumor is also supported by a few other leakers. One is Ice Universe, and the other is Mac Otokra, which is a Japanese leaking site, kind of like Mac Rumors. So three sources all reporting the exact same thing. I think it's a pretty high chance that we will actually see a thinner notch on this phone, which I am super excited for because the notch, it's getting a little annoying. You've got all these great looking phones like from Samsung, LG, and a whole bunch of other companies that don't have a giant notch at the top of the phone, and people have voiced that, so it's going to be nice to have a little bit of a thinner notch and be able to have more screen real estate. If you're someone who watches movies or plays games on your phone like me, it's going to be a little bit better when you can see a little bit more on your phone. The second rumor that I want to talk about is Touch ID. Now this one has been rumored for a little while now. It just makes sense, we're in a world where we wear a mask all of the time, which unfortunately means you can't use Face ID. So bringing Touch ID back is the perfect time because it's so annoying when I'm going to use like Apple Pay at the grocery store and I've got to type in the passcode, and I know it's a super big first world problem, but Touch ID would be a great feature to bring back, especially in the current state of the world. And it looks like Apple is considering two different types of fingerprint scanners under display. The first would be ultrasonic technology, which might make the phone a little bit more expensive because this tech is brand new and it costs a lot to make. Essentially what an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner would do is use sound waves to make a 3D map of your fingerprint that will just save on your phone, and then every time you want to unlock it, you would just put your finger right on the scanner. Now the second rumored type of Touch ID, according to Joanna Stern from the Wall Street Journal, is optical capacitive hybrid sensors. Now I did some research because as soon as I heard that, I was like, what the heck does that mean? So now you don't have to Google it to find out unless you want to read like the whole article. Essentially what the difference between the two is that ultrasonic uses sound waves to 3D map your fingerprint, and then the optical capacitive hybrid sensor would use images and tiny capacitor circuits to collect data from your fingerprint. It's a little confusing, so if you do want to read about it a little bit more, I will link the article down below. Now the third rumor that I want to talk about in this video is potential new storage sizes. So according to John Prosser again, he's saying that there might be a 1 terabyte model with the iPhone 13s. Now this would be exclusive to the Pro models, just like the 512 gigabyte is exclusive to the Pro models right now with the iPhone 12 lineup. But this would be insane, like this is the most storage ever on an iPhone, and I think that's just a crazy amount of physical space on a phone. Personally, I don't know a single person that would actually need this, but I know there are some people in the world that probably do. I just don't personally know any of them. I think that's just crazy, man. Like I have 128 gigabytes on my iPhone 12 Pro Max, and I still have a pretty good amount of space left, and I have a ton of apps, photos, videos, everything. So it just blows my mind that someone would actually need like a 1 terabyte right now in 2021. But like I said, this would be exclusive to the Pro models, and it's going to cost a lot. That's just a given. The 512 already is pretty expensive, so I can only imagine what a 1 terabyte is going to cost. I won't be getting that one, that's for sure. I don't even know if I'm going to need the 256 by September, but I guess we'll see. So guys, that's kind of it for the iPhone 13 rumor video. Some pretty cool stuff. I think the rumor that I'm most excited for is Touch ID. Back in the day when I used to go buy something at a store, I would just use Apple Pay, double click, scan my face, and not being able to make those really fast and smooth transactions is kind of disappointing. And I just like having the option to use Touch ID to unlock my phone. So I'm really happy that Touch ID is coming back. That's pretty much it for the video, guys. If you like liked it, make sure you like and subscribe. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.